Hello, 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 welcome to the Flanders. So, fasted training this morning, i.e. I've not eaten, so we're just gonna get on it. I've been moving this around. Come back over here, there we go. So the testing continues. This was going to be testing, but testing of this trainer, but it seems to have just turned into me jumping on this every so often and live streaming. Because why not? Right, come on, let's go. How we're looking, how we're going. So it's the weekend. Still not on screen properly, am I? I don't know. Amateur stuff. So today I'm not eating anything, so I'm doing this on a totally empty stomach. So I'm just going to pace myself. I'm going to let these guys run away, and I'm not going to feel the peer pressure to keep up with the group. We're just going to take it nice and easy. Nice and easy. I'll just bring you up even a tiny bit more. There we go, that's a bit better, isn't it? Nice and easy. So yeah, here we are in the Flanders, and I've picked this one because I'll be going there next month, only 1 month away from the Flanders. Pretty exciting. It's a crazy one, the Flanders. I speak to people, they've either never heard of it or they're fanatical about it. It's like one of the two, no in between. No one has a neutral opinion on the Flanders. Just either never heard of it or fanatical. That's it. And look at this. I already like this straight away. I love a bit of greenery. However, I think when I go, probably not going to be as many leaves on the trees. But when you think of the Flanders as well, you think of kind of like the Tour of the Flanders and the insane climbs, the is it the Koppenberg? Should have done some research before this, really, shouldn't I? And there's people just falling off the bikes trying to scramble to get up it. But they've just invested like millions in the cycling infrastructure, and it has when I arrive, it might even be going on now. When I arrive, it will literally have just finished. So it's going to be brand new, pristine cycling with breweries and Belgian chocolates and all these kind of like I call them gastro pubs, but it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. And I think it really is a hidden gem. Look at this, how flat it is. Oh, cornfields. Yes, I'm pretty excited. This looks pretty good. I had a wee drink last night, so I'm a bit dehydrated. I've got this little thing so I can turn my handlebars. It was meant to be a smart one, but it turned out it's not a smart one. It looks exactly like the smart one. The shop I bought it off made it such a nightmare to try and return it. I've just not bothered, I'm just going to keep it. But it stopped me from wrecking my carpet. But all this is probably going to go up in the attic soon. Oh, I like this. This reminds me of the rural parts of Austria. Literally, when you go through the rural parts of Austria, this is what it's like. These cornfields. Because of that cornfield, there's so many birds of prey. Oh, look, there's something coming over. I can't tell what that is. And the Morecambe to Blackpool video is out on Monday. And I say that because there was so much wildlife there as well. Like the stretch between Morecambe and Blackpool is fantastic. I couldn't believe how good it was, because I've done a ride before which is on the channel at the minute, where I went from, was it Lytham to Blackpool, and the ride was okay, but it was fairly dull, uneventful. This one, like Morecambe to Blackpool, fantastic. Like you can follow the river, is it the river Lum? Something like that. You follow it all the way pretty much into Lancaster, and it's a dedicated cycle path the entire way. And then once you've done that, you can head back down into towards the coast, Then you've got a ferry you can catch across the river. £3 for a ferry over to Fleetwood. Really nice riding. So yeah, that video's out Monday. And the good thing about Morecambe as well is it's so peaceful. It really is. It's like, I went there kind of expecting to not have a lot of good stuff to say about it, to be honest with you, because I try to be honest. It's like I don't go somewhere just to kind of rip into it, but also I don't go somewhere just to, you know, lie and pretend everything's fine. So yeah, I was expecting to not have a lot of great stuff to say about it, but I was pretty surprised. There's an energy there. You know, that place is on the up and up. And they've got the Eden project coming in as well. And if you're not aware of what the Eden project is, that's going to be an absolutely huge kind of biodome where they can grow tropical plants. But I kind of like that, that's kind of understated. It's huge. The Eden project is huge. There's one down in Cornwall. And it is literally like going into the jungle, going into one of those things. The spectacles, the wonders, you know. So that's exactly the kind of thing that Morecambe needs. You know, I've kind of thought about it quite a bit since going there, because like, the weird thing about doing these videos is it does force you to think, because especially when you do your voiceovers or you're talking about the place, you've got to research it and really think about a lot about things you might not necessarily think about. And I think the issue with UK seaside towns is like people don't go to them anymore because it's so expensive to go anywhere in the UK. But also they were kind of trying to compete with overseas locations like, you know, the Costa del Sol, which, to be honest with you, it looks a little bit sorry these days. Portugal, you know, places like that, places people can hop on a plane and fly to pretty cheaply. You know, in some cases you get there for less money than it would cost you to get to Morecambe. So when you put Morecambe toe to toe, you know, with the beaches in Europe, in the Mediterranean, it's not going to win, is it? So it needs to kind of fight its own battle. It needs to do its own thing. And things like the Eden project, well, that's something unique. That's like Morecambe's own thing, you know, lean into your strengths, your wildlife, your good sunsets, quiet beaches, you know. So yeah, it feels good. Feels good. I really hope it does work out for them. Blackpool, so that's a different one. I love Blackpool, but yeah, they've got a lot of work to do there, man. I don't know what they're going to be able to do, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's too far gone. Don't get me wrong, I love Blackpool, and I suppose like the kind of thing, like you look at my son, like he goes to Blackpool with us and he loves it. He's not all bothered about all the stuff that's going on behind the front. He just likes going to the arcades, the rides, all that kind of stuff. So you know, it just it requires a little bit of tunnel vision, doesn't it, really? Or just kind of accept it for what it is. But yeah, some interesting stuff, interesting people. So I'm looking forward to that one. So look at these lovely fields. It's kind of, what is this done like on a, there's leaves on the trees. The corn was quite old, so what we're looking like, end of summer maybe this ride. I reckon end of summer. So it's like a low sun in the sky. So this is either like an early morning or an evening ride. It was captured. Looks nice. Looks very nice. Weirdly enough as well, there are bits that look like this between Morecambe and Blackpool as well. They really do. They're in the video actually, so if you do watch it, you'll know exactly when it is and where I'm talking about. And I didn't see a single car. Well, I did see a single car. That's a lie. But I didn't see many cars. think one of the good things about this turbo trainer has been is like literally I wouldn't be out. I wouldn't be that half as much or on the bike as much at all if it wasn't for this turbo trainer. This week, pretty much a write-off with like family commitments and all that kind of stuff. In terms of cycling, not that the week's a write-off because of that, it's just from a cycling point of view. And this morning it's like -3 out there. I probably would have dragged the mountain bike out, but it's not going to happen because we've got to be getting off somewhere after this. So, pretty good. Pretty good. There's so many birds. How do they do this magic? Man, this is crazy. Then left we go. So on the right hand side. You know, somebody was asking me, because on the UK, like you cycle on the left, do you ever drift over to the left when you're overseas? And I was like, no, I don't. But you know what? The weird thing is, when I come back, my brain rewires itself to want to go on the right. Like I struggle to go back. I don't know why. But yeah, when I come back to the UK, then I end up cycling on the wrong side of the road. Not literally, but wanting to. Right, we're just taking it easy, man. We're taking it easy. We've had a heart rate monitor. This would be like zone 2 today. Zone 2 day. Fasted cardio. Trying to drop some of that weight, man. Tell you what, my appetite is out of control. Like, I just can't stop eating. I really struggle. I've cut back on food a fair bit since probably late January, so not for that long. But man, when you look at all like these medications people take to like suppress their appetite, what they call it, like food noise, shut off food noise, you kind of get that. Why people might want to do that, because it is so difficult, man. When you're not eating as much, all you think about is eating constantly. So I have to keep trying to drink plenty of water or something to keep your stomach full. But yeah, I don't think I'd ever do that. I'll never say never. But I think the thing that concerns me about it, and I've seen a guy actually on YouTube who talked about doing it. He seemed to be a very active guy, and he did it. But I don't. I think he was able to do everything he wanted to do from the looks of it. But I kind of worry that, you know, food's like fuel, isn't it? It's your energy to get you through things. So I kind of wonder how much it affects your performance in terms of, you know, long sustained physical activity. Because you need to be constantly eating to maintain your energy. So if you're on something like that, does it impact your long distance performance? Look at that carb indicating to come over and everything. It's crazy. It's really got this software. I'm only on the free trial. I think it's about to expire either today or tomorrow, and I'm back up to my whoosh. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's pretty good. I feel like it's lacking a little bit of the fidelity, a little bit of the definition. That one's on the bigger screen that I've got here. Doesn't have quite the vividness, the punch to the colours, but it's kind of really good just to go around the world and have a little mooch at all these different places. Kind of fun. And it's not like an idealised, excuse me, it's not like an idealised version of it. It's like literally, you know what, the captured on the day. It's just kind of like what I felt when I did the Danube one the other day. Because there's no substitute for being there in real life. When you're there in real life, there's the sights, the smells, all that kind of stuff that this doesn't pick up. I love like watching things like, I love Time Team. I love watching a bit of Time Team on YouTube. So glad that's all on there now. I could just watch, I could binge watch Time Team. forever. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, a few tractors coming through. But yeah, you kind of like watching time seam always makes you think of summer. Like I can almost smell the cut grass and the dirt when they dig in. When they head to that pub afterwards and have a pint. I don't know. It's just all very familiar to me. I love it. I know there's also obviously all the archaeology and stuff in it. But I don't know, it's just nice to watch them outside. And I know they seem to have bad weather, but it seems to be sunny more often than not. This kind of reminds me of England, the way it used to be like 20 years ago or something, you know? That's what this looks like when you look at shop fronts and things. But it still has that kind of Belgian, Dutch, almost kind of feel to it. But I mean, that house there, that could be in York, that. And then you've got those kind of odd-shaped roofs, almost look like the top of a longhouse or something. Very kind of Dutch looking. And look at that hill in the distance there. Another thing I've been having to do is having to get my overseas drone stuff started as well. I'm gonna fly over there, when I arrive over there, I'm gonna be getting the drone up. And you need to have a drone operator number. And I can't believe how efficient it is in Belgium. Like I literally emailed the place to get my operator ID number, and they emailed me back like in minutes. Then I filled the form in, and it took them like a day to come back to me after I'd filled the form in. I can't believe if that was anywhere in the UK, you'd be like a week's wait, and then you get some really passive aggressive email back or something. So yeah, of course it's going to be efficient. But yeah, I was surprised how efficient it was. Oh, that's just somebody out on a little ride there. How cool is that, man? I think the danger of these turbo trainers is you can easily kid yourself. Like you've done 30 odd K or whatever this ride's going to be, 40K. And in reality, it's not like 40K in real life. But it's better than nothing, isn't it? Better than nothing. Realised before I start this, like all of my cycling stuff is like in the wash. So I'm wearing my Gymshark t-shirt. I'm wearing my cycling leggings. But I can already feel my legs feeling like they're about to combust. But man, I need padding for the seat. This seat, I complain about it every time I'm on it. But it is horrible. I think it makes it worse when it's on the turbo trainer because you're more stationary, you're not moving around as much. Who we're riding with today? Stephen. Stephen's just like off. And Stephen, Emma, Peter, and Will. Bike trekking with Carl. Filmed a few shorts for the first time in ages as well. They're going to go up for Monday. One on Monday, one on Wednesday. I've decided I'm going to try and like step up the shorts game and try and keep it like stuff that isn't rage bait or whatever. It's going to be stuff that's, you know, informative, but in a fun way. Like I've learnt some really interesting stuff about Holland, the Netherlands. Like why there's so many bikes and things over there. It's like, I suppose we're not going to really read the shot because barely anybody watches these live videos anyway. So I might as well talk about it. So yeah, in Holland, like the reason there's so many bikes over there isn't just because it's flat. It's because of like a revolution they had in the 70s. So in the 70s, you know, cars were starting to boom, take over the globe, basically. Everyone could see the way it was going. There was also an oil shortage, a crisis occurring. So fuels went up through the roof. And unfortunately, a lot of the victims of car crashes and things like that were children. So basically, the mums got together and started a movement called Stop the Kindermoord, which means stop the child murder, quite literally translated. And it took off. It wasn't like one of these schemes where it's run by a group who are disconnected from society and, you know, elitist. It was a movement run by people, normal people, and people related to it. So the next thing you know, everybody's on board, and like the blockading the streets, entire villages are coming out, like hundreds and hundreds of people, to the point where it's the majority of the country. And they were able to change things. They're like, right, no more cars in towns, cities, anywhere else. It's just going to be bike lanes. Why would I jump in my car when I can hop on my bike and be there in about the same time anyway? And that thinking made like a lot of sense to people. So they did it, they actually did it. And to this day, you know, the Netherlands, it's like a huge tourist draw just because of the cycling network. Well, it's one of the reasons. People go over there just to experience it. Go to these cities that are literally like the cycling capitals of the world. I think most people have been to Amsterdam and seen Amsterdam. And it does look quite intimidating, all these bikes flying around. But, you know, they're not stuck in traffic jams. People live longer, they're happier. You know, it's done like such wonders for the country. So it's really impressive to see. It's kind of sad that the rest of the world, or some parts of the world, haven't really adopted it in the same way. Because there's a lot to learn there, man. There's a lot to learn there. You know, and they've got like places where the kids can go and play and be healthy and be outside and enjoy themselves on a bike, skateboard, roller skates, whatever it's want to do. So active, they've got it all. And then what have we done for our kids here? I was at a park near me, and I bring my little one there, and there's some kids who play on mountain bikes just to the side of it. And they were trying to like, it's just like the smallest patch of trees. You're talking maybe like 20 square meters, like barely anything. And they were in there with the bikes, trying to like make like a little course for themselves. So my son obviously wanted to go over and have a look. So I brought him over because he had his little push bike with him. And yeah, they're just telling us about how they're making this track and doing jumps and things. But as we were talking to them, like, you know, people who lived across the way came over, and they were there trying to like admonish these kids and tell them, and talking to me afterwards saying, I don't know, don't like them being in here across from the house. I watch them, watch what they're up to. And this is like literally next to a playground, next to a park. So there's people that won't even allow children to play next to a park. Never mind, you know, basically change the entire country for them so it's a better place. It's kind of sad, really. Sad when you think about it. And then they complain that kids have got nothing to do and there's like vandalism, crime and all that stuff. But it's because they're bored. They're bored. They could be into something else. You know, it's weird because like cycling keeps you out of trouble, you know. It does keep you out of trouble. Like the certain habits and things I stay away from in my lifestyle, which I have partaken in before, because I know it affects the way I'm on a bike. So I'm thinking, oh, I don't really want to drink too much. I don't want to vape because it's going to affect me on the bike. Sometimes having something as real as that keeps you out of trouble, you know. This is nice. I love all the little roofs on these buildings. And terracotta kind of geometrical shaped roofs. That's another thing I've noticed as well. Like, notice like a lot of the cyclists are captured here. No one's wearing helmets or high-vis gear. It seems to be like a thing in England where, like, when a cyclist gets run over, they get blamed. They get blamed for it. Oh, well, he wasn't dressed like in a luminous yellow canary, so obviously I was going to run him over. But there you got people in countries like this just getting around with absolutely no problem, wearing all black and no helmets, and there's less incidents. Kind of interesting, that, isn't it? Not that I encourage anybody not to wear high-vis gear when you're on the roads, because you need every chance you can get. Going down the hill. It's quite nice here. So one thing I'm super excited to do here as well is I'm bringing my son with me. My son's going to be with me. He's going to be on the bike, get the bike seat. And, you know, I know people bring the kids around England on a bike, but it's one of those things I don't feel safe putting them on a bike in the UK. And some, you know, it's just one of those things. It's like even on the quietest roads, man, people out looking out. Or like even on, you know, you take them down the canal towpath, the amount of times I've had dogs chase after me or go for me. And it's all well and good when it's just me, but you know, when it's my son, it's like a different story. I'm looking forward to taking him somewhere where I feel it's safer, you know, and then he could actually get out and do something and enjoy himself, go on a bit of an adventure, you know. Need to connect the heart rate monitor to this. Start getting into all that. Oh God, this chain does not look good. What's going on here? Try that. Is that bent? I think my crank might be bent a little bit on this bike. Never noticed that before. It's an old bike, this. That's another thing I'm going to do this summer. I'm going to take this bike and I'm going to sand it all back and paint it. I'll try and do a proper job. At the minute, this looks like something that should not be in the house. Just as much as you clean it, it still looks dirty. And just scratched, dented, everything. Right, we're starting to get a sweat on now. The sweat is coming. What beautiful little lanes. Oh, here we go. The seat's starting to get uncomfortable now. Yeah, look at this. I can almost smell the summer. Well, I can see that tree starting to go there. A little bit of autumn creeping in there. Yes, he's definitely filmed in late summer, this. That's what we're on now. Within 10k. Reminds me of just outside of Skipton. A few roads like this, a bit more hilly though. Or what's it called there? Not done it for years. Area of outstanding natural beauty. Oh, what's it called there? That's gonna bug me. Just when you're going towards Silverdale, so quite a few miles out. Lots of lanes like this. Oh, we're climbing. Oh, that hunger's kind of gone now that I had before I started this. No hunger. Looks like a vineyard. That looks like a vineyard, that, doesn't it? One of the weird things about the Flanders is I was trying to find like different ways to do it, like how I'm going to cover it, what I'm going to cover, and I was kind of reaching out on like local groups about anyone who's got any World War I stories or World War I relatives, just to see if there's anything I could tie into the video. You know, I tried to explain a little bit about what I'm doing when I go over to the Flanders, and a lot of the stuff just got removed. They got removed. People, you know, didn't want people talking about World War I on there, which I found a bit strange. Oh, I've lost feeling here. Let's stand up for a bit. Yeah, this seat, man, this seat has to go. This seat 100% has to go. It's no good. I was thinking about doing a video about guilty pleasures, cycling, things you shouldn't like as just like a proper cyclist. And one of the things I was going to mention, and you have to give me a chance, this will destroy all of my credibility, but one of the things I was going to mention is one of those gel padded seat covers. And then before anyone gets too annoyed with me, it's like there are instances where I think they're acceptable to have. I don't own one now. I've got my Brooks saddle, and that's awesome. But you know, there might be a time, like if you go cycling like only in the summer, and you're not a road cyclist, you're not looking to lay down new speed records, and you're just looking to maybe go up and down your local canal like once a month, then who has the right to tell you you can't get a gel padded seat cover? Because your bum ain't going to acclimatise to riding on a hard saddle. It's going to make the ride uncomfortable and horrible for you, when really you could just be having a good time on a padded seat. Yeah, if you get more serious, it's no good. But I think it's acceptable to own one. And I'm beginning to wonder with this exercise bike, is this going to be one of those situations where it's acceptable to put a gel padded cover on this? Because, you know, you're not fixed directly to the ground when you're on the bike. It's not moving side to side. You're standing up a lot more and moving around. So maybe this is one of those reasons. But another one I was going to put in there as well was like a I call it like a stem raiser. Seat stem, top bar, yeah, stem. You know, it's to get your handlebars up a bit. And I know there's kind of a thing against like cobble climb. Yeah, there's a thing like about not riding around like Mary Poppins and getting down as low as you possibly can. But hey, you've got a bad back and it feels bad, and it's stopping you from getting out, and you've tried correcting your posture and doing exercise to support your neck and build kind of up a body strength, and you're still getting problems. What's wrong with it? It gets you out on the bike. Try to think of some more cycling clothing. You know, if you don't feel comfortable wearing lycra all over, top to toe, then what's the harm in just putting on some loose-fitting, non-chafing clothes? Again, if it gets you out and you're out and about, better, innit? Yeah, so stuff like that. If you don't want to shave your legs, I don't do. You don't have to. Doesn't even do anything anyway. Cobble climb. There's a cobble climb way worse than this near me. Up near the King William, the King Billy Boy. That's probably where I'd be today, actually, if it wasn't for this tripod trainer. If I had time, which I didn't. Climb B. I love how it gives you all the information you need. Like if you were a bit more serious and regimented than I was, you could see how much the climb's left, how much you've done, what the gradient is. You ETA to the top, so you could really start to, you know, put some power down if you wanted to. If you so wanted to. I'm definitely not doing zone 2 today. I've gone over zone 2 for me. But I can't help myself. I think that's the difference between somebody who takes the cycling proper seriously and somebody who just wants to get fit. But there's probably lots to learn from the people who take the cycling proper seriously, because a lot of it's about discipline. And discipline isn't just getting on your bike and riding every day. It's about knowing when to take it slow, knowing when to rest, knowing when to sprint. And even if you feel like sprinting, you know, you stick to that zone 2 and you stay in it. And that's discipline. It's a different kind of discipline. But the biggest challenge is always just getting out and doing something. But once you're doing it, it's having the discipline to do it properly, which I don't have. But maybe I can feel myself wanting to get into it, to be honest with you. I feel it. So I feel like my fitness has plateaued since I've come back. Like, it's strange. I always say to anybody who starts cycling, it's kind of like at first, your first ride will be goddamn awful. It will be terrible. The next day you'll wake up and think, my God, why did I do this? You'll probably bonk. You'll probably want to fall asleep. You won't eat enough food. You won't drink enough water. But then after a couple of few rides, your body improves, like so quickly, like dramatically. It's crazy how quickly the human body adapts to things. And you'll have your biggest improvement at first. And if it was a graph, it would go from like that to like that. And then once you get like a little bit more into it, the graph starts to level out and the improvements get less and less and less. And that's where frustration sets in. And then you kind of plateau. And the only way to get better is to start being disciplined and being regimented, actually taking things seriously, because you need to start doing things that your body's not used to. Like, because that's when you improve the most. And your body does something new. It's like, oh my God, I need to improve for this. I need to get better. I need to get stronger. Like I used to lift weights, and you know, I got like in more than average reasonable shape from doing it. And I learned a lot about how to get through a plateau in there, how to eat, what to eat, when to eat it. But when it comes to cardio, I'm really ignorant, you know. Just try to learn a thing or two, but I struggle. And it's also controlling like the binge eating when you get back as well. How beautiful is this? This is really nice. I know I was criticising it before for not being as vivid, but like a computer game, a totally CGI generated image couldn't capture all of this. Sun peeking through the canopy. What's this? Lovely. What are you like? 55 seconds to the top of the hill, is that the ETA? Bit of downhill coming up on the precipice. I really wish I had like long uninterrupted cycle path near me. I was really jealous of Fleetwood and Blackpool in respect of like just that long wide promenade at the front where you could ride your bike up and down with loads of space and not everybody's not crammed in. Wow, what's this coming up here? Look at this. Oh, my chat box is going to cover it up in a second, so I'm not going to be able to see it. You'll be able to see it though. That's got to be a memorial at the top of the hill. What an impressive little statue that was. Here we go, downhill. Oh, whoa. Come on, gears. Up we go. There we go. Look at this, another memorial garden there. So lovely. Can't help myself. I should be going slower than this. Slow down, slow down. Oh. Bit of sweat starting to form there. Braking. Really beautiful countryside. So let's say 12:25. Again, and some needles. Sweat, sweat, sweat. Oh, another climb. Not that bad. Slightly undulating. Freezing cow off to the left. 1 kilometre hairpin. When I was doing the coast to coast, going up the hills and the coast to coast, oh my god, it's like everything snakes up the hills with like blind corners and false summits. It was soul destroying. When you get to the top of one and you think, oh, I've got to be at the top of the hill now, and you just turn that corner, that blind corner, and there'd just be another one, then another one, then another one, until the point where I get to the top and I didn't dare go downhill too fast because I knew what goes down has to come back up again in the Lake District. Yeah, that was tough going. That's when I first started like doing any kind of serious like distance on the bike in my life, and the only kind of preparation I'd done for it was going up and down the Rochdale Canal, which was incredibly naive. And to think I've got like Blackstone Edge near me, which is a huge climb, I could have been doing that and that would have put me in better stead. But oh no, I don't know why I didn't do it, to be honest with you. Just not thinking. Not thinking. yeah, I mean, I don't think this is giving me a flavour of what cycling network's going to be like, because obviously this is road. I think Learn from the Danube doesn't use the cycling network, this program, does it? The actual, this is like road cycling. I'm really looking forward to seeing the cycling network. Can't wait, very excited. Just trying to enjoy it, man. So much pressure, because they'll be sent over by the Flanders tourist board, and you know, it's kind of like I feel like I'm somebody who's punching well beyond the weight. I'm not media savvy, I'm not a big channel. I'm incredibly lucky to have these opportunities that I've got, but I also want to try and do the best I can for the people who are giving me these opportunities. So there is a lot of pressure going overseas. It's a beautiful little village. It's kind of weird because when I do my own videos, for me, when I just do it for me, it's like I'll throw it up and it's like these live streams, and if it gets 10 views or 10,000 views, you know, that's all good, man. But when I'm doing it for somebody else, I'm like, oh crap, man, I want to get lots of views. But I see some people on the platform who are clearly hungry. There's nothing wrong being hungry for views, but I think some people think I am too, to be honest with you, because there's some guy calling me out saying everything I do is clickbait, something like that. And he went through all my thumbnails. This guy had this comment, went through every video and like clickbait, 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 clickbait. And I thought, wow, this is a very personalized and sustained attack. But it was, the one thing that was clear is the guy hadn't actually watched any of the videos he was talking about, so I don't know, like, what is he going about? The one about ringing a bell? Like, should you be ringing your bell at people on the canal towpath? That video performed really well, resonated with a lot of people, and he's like, that's clickbait, because I've never had a problem ringing a bell at somebody. I'm like, okay, maybe you haven't, but lots of people have. So what's going on here? Something wrong with this crank. Yeah, so that's literally the video. I wanted to say the video is literally a discussion about just that, ringing a bell. So that's why it's called that. The arson cover, the one the arson attack I covered in the Rochdale video. There was an arson attack in the video. It's been like, I go out and I see stuff, and if it's, you know, relevant to the ride, then it ends up in the video. It's not like, they called it yeah, that's it. He called it manufactured drama, and it kind of made me laugh a little bit to myself, because I thought, you know, here I am covering an arson attack. Is this guy accusing me of starting a fire for views? I'm pretty sure that isn't what he meant, but like I said, it's clearly he hadn't even watched the video. I think he just assumed there wasn't a fire in the video or an arson attack. So yeah, it's funny, man. But yeah, he had another channel. He had a YouTube channel. This guy, the reason I mention it, to talk about people hungry for views, it's kind of like this: go out and start like attacking. There's some YouTubers who are sound, like most are sound, 90% of them, and then there's some, and I'm talking like very small level, at my level, there are some that see everybody as like competition, and it's like, meh, if I was doing this, my videos would get more views, meh, and he's cheating, he's not doing it properly the way I think he should be doing it, meh. And they weasel your way into the comments sometimes, and I just think, dude, you know, one, your videos, you know, I wouldn't go to your videos and start criticizing yours and stuff. You know, we're all just out here well, I think most people are just doing it for a hobby, for something to kill the time, and if you enjoy doing it, it's like, Christ, don't go around just attacking people. And then one guy used to like come onto my video and said, what are the only YouTubers I've had to block? He's constantly in my comments, like, I don't want this to come across wrong, because like, I think lots of people who have channels watch my channel as well, because I think we all kind of enjoy watching the same kind of stuff, so we watch each other's content. But I've got no problem with somebody, you know, having videos and commenting my stuff and kind of in a natural way mentioning, oh yeah, I did this one as well, and, you know, I covered this one as well. But this particular person, like, literally would put links directly to their videos in the comments section. Or like if I was trying to plug one of my videos, it'd just be like an advert page. My video is also available on my channel. Click the below link to go and see it. Just kind of thought, that's a little bit out of order. Like I said, I don't mind people mentioning their videos and stuff, but when you're actually going out and just literally every comment is like a hyperlink to your videos, or yeah, I didn't block him straight away because I was kind of thinking, should I block this guy? Should I? Shouldn't I? I don't know if he's, you know, but eventually I just came to the decision that I'm spending too much time thinking about this person's comments every time they're on there, whether they should be on or not. So I ended up blocking them because I just kept doing it. And there's all like fairly like passive aggressive comments as well about my weight, my appearance, my nutrition, which, you know, fair enough, my nutrition ain't great. But it just kind of felt like, have you ever spoken to somebody who's just really pretending to be nice to you, but you know underneath there's a little bit of passive aggressiveness there? And that's kind of what it was like. But it kind of left me to the point thinking, am I misreading this? So anyway, I just did away. Yeah, I'll comment on other cycling videos if I see them, but as a rule, I never plug my own channel. I don't plug my own videos in other people's videos. I'll just be like, sweet ride man, or cool editing. One person, oh, I wish I could give him a shout out actually. Not that anybody's going to watch this video, so it doesn't really matter. But here's one person I'm going to give a shout out. Probably got more subscribers and views than me now, to be honest with you. So it doesn't probably need a shout out from me. But yeah, he's from the Philippines and he's come over to the UK and he did this great video about riding around Liverpool, and it was something different, original. It was cool to see because it was like someone else's take on being in the UK, experiencing riding. Like super positive video as well, like literally not a bad word to say about anything, so already doing better than me. I'll call stuff out if I see it, but I'm not saying he was being disingenuous. I think he came across very genuine. Enjoyed everything. I love the edits, the talk over. I wish I knew the word to describe the video. It was classy. It's probably a better word to describe it. I want to say art house, but it wasn't pretentious. It's a good video. Really enjoyed it. Just kind of like his thoughts over like a voiceover. Really good video. I left like a voice comment on his comment on my channel, so like I'm just watching a Liverpool video, man, and it's cool. Really good. One of the best genuine videos I've seen in a long time. Because it's so difficult to do something like this and do it differently. And also, necessarily people don't want it differently either. You know, people want, there's a tried, true, tested format, which I don't think I follow, but a lot of people do follow, and it works, you know. But that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. It's just what people want, and there's nothing wrong with people wanting what they want. So it does take a little something to go and try something different and be different and do it in your own way. So yeah, I was really impressed with the video. It was good, man. I think it'll shine through. Like I said, in the past, effort doesn't always necessarily equal reward, but you know, the effort was apparent. It was good. I feel like I really need to say who this is now to say all this. How do I find a person? That's another thing that sucks about YouTube, because I subscribe to them, but they never appear in my recommended feed ever, because it's a small channel, and YouTube ain't interested in pushing smaller channels half the time, you know. For every one small channel you see, there's probably like 100 that are below the surface that you don't. Right, subscriptions. Nope, 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 Or maybe he's not posted in a while. Or maybe everyone else I've subscribed to is posting 1 million videos a day. Where is he, man? Not GCN. GCN doesn't need my shout out. Well, maybe he's not posted in a while. UK e-bike laws are changing. Yada 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 yada. Now I'll get on that in a moment. So let's talk about e-bikes. Just nothing bad. Shut up, your mouth. Wow. Okay, maybe he's not posted in a while. I am really trying to, really trying to get this person a shout out on a video that maybe 2 people will watch. Wow. That's the thing is, all the videos he makes and some of the videos I make, they take a long time to make. Oh, here we go. Yeah, he's smashing it. There we go. He's got 2,000 views on this one. Low gear days. That's him, isn't it? I think it is anyway. Is that him?
Say Chodrell back and from a distance.
Yeah. Low gear days. That's him. Yeah, he's smashing it, man. He's doing better than I am. I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. Oh. Yeah, just very cool music, cool editing, everything looks really good. All right, where are we now? Yeah, what was I going to say? E-bikes. Oh dear, right, there we go, drink. Yeah, like everyone's like kicking off about these e-bike changes to the law and stuff. I'm not fully followed it, but it doesn't look like any major changes to me. But it's, man, people don't know like how dodgy, like e-bikes are great. I love e-bike. I'll get one. I'll ride an e-bike. I'll be riding an e-bike when I go overseas. No issues with e-bikes. I don't view it as cheating. I don't view it as anything like that. It's just, you know, it's just another way for people to enjoy being out on the bike and experiencing the world. But you know, it's like one of those things. It's what was I going to say? It's, well, there are some like valid criticisms, and I think half the stuff people, you know, complain about e-bikes as an e-bicycle aren't really an e-bicycle. They're motorbikes. You know, when it gets to a certain speed and gets a certain power, it's a motorbike. I mean, I'm the only one who thinks that way. And then, obviously, just because it's powered by electric, no, it's just you've just got yourself a low-powered electric motorbike. So it should be licensed and registered and all that kind of stuff. But if it's like a legally sourced e-bike that, you know, is capped at probably a slightly stingy speed, it probably could be allowed to go a bit faster, in my opinion. But, you know, what's the problem? Should be allowed to cycle wherever they want and all the rest of it. So yeah, I just think it's all like a big fuss about nothing. I think when it gets a bit dodgy is when it's the batteries, man. The batteries are so dangerous. Like if you get like an unknown brand e-bike, and like the amount of precision that goes into making those things, like each battery cell in that, if you took like a lithium battery cell, you could unroll it like a sheet of tin foil. And like you're talking like these layers are like microns thin, like 6 to 25 microns. But the reason that's so important is because it's kind of like there's elements in that battery you don't want touching each other. You know, the cathode and the diode, and it's when it's separated by a 6, sometimes a 6 millimeter, sorry, it's not even 6 millimeter, 6 micron sheet. That needs to be, you know, the manufacturing of those needs to be spot on. It needs to be like in a clean room. There can't be dust, moisture, contamination. Anything that drifts into that kind of manufacturing process is going to cause the protective layer to be no good. And then next thing you know, if you've got it in your e-bike, charging it in your house, those two bits meet. It's literally like Die Hard with a Vengeance. Have you ever seen that, when you put the two liquids together and it goes boom? That's pretty much what happens with lithium batteries. You've got a potential bomb. So, you know, when you buy like a cheap e-bike, it's the battery you've got to be worried about. But then half the time as well, like the brakes aren't powerful enough for the weight and size of the bike as well. So you've got crappy brakes, overpowered, a battery that's liable to explode. It's like, that's where it gets dodgy. Well, yeah, man, I was on this bike when I was accused of being on an e-bike. Not that it matters, but the guy got proper arsey with me about it. Like, for doing this climb. And he kind of felt I was cheating. Quite arsey. Because I said hello to him. He didn't say anything to me until I said hello to him. I said hello, and then he was very rude back to me. Oh my God, look at that sweat. There we go, we're working. Right, how far have we got to go? We are over 20k into this. Another 18k to go. Right, so I'll push this up a bit. Put that on with this crank. The front derailleur, man. I am now converted to being away from front derailleurs. They are more trouble than they're worth. No matter how hard you try, it's very difficult. Oh, I suppose like pros will do this all the time. I'm probably going to talk nonsense here. But no matter how hard you try, it's almost impossible to get like a front derailleur, rear derailleur running smooth and seamlessly. Especially when it gets like older. You know, when you're kind of the extremes of either end, there's always some sort of chafe. And people will say, we should be at the extremes of either end. I know, you're right. Are we just doing 2 loops? Is it the same? Oh no. No, it's not, is it? I thought we were doing two of the same. Yeah, I think one thing I've noticed with cycling channels as well, it's difficult for them to get subs, especially when you're starting out. Very difficult to get subs. I've been lucky in terms of the subs I've got. Very lucky, because it's weird, I look at videos that are performing better than mine, but then the channel has a really low sub count, and then vice versa. The subs don't really mean as much anymore, because my videos don't get shown to my subscribers. I know that for a fact. So you get subs. I think subs now on YouTube serve more to help the video that you're actually doing at the time. So if you put a video out and lots of people subscribe to you on that video, then it seems to me like the algorithm says, oh, people are engaging with that video, they're subscribing while they watch it, they're liking it, they're commenting on it, so I'll push this one video. And then it might show them maybe 1 or 2 videos in the recommended feed afterwards. And then after that, you know, if they don't watch those videos, it quickly drops you from the feed. So it doesn't really mean exactly what you think it does, unfortunately. And then, so like say you get somebody who's got like very few subscribers, they put a video out there and it goes like crazy. It's like, I say crazy by my standards, gets like 25,000 views or whatever. It's like not based on the subscriber count. It's just based on, did the first few people it showed that video to react well to it? If it did, it'll just keep showing it to more people until people start reacting to it. But yeah, people don't subscribe. I don't know why that is. Like, I just looked at that guy's videos in their low gear days, and like, he should have way more subscribers than he does. He's got, I think it was like 500 or something. But you know, people are watching his videos, they ain't subscribing to him. Subscribe to him. And it's crazy, like monetization as well. Don't mean what you think it does, I tell you. monetization, you get paid like pittance. I think you have to be like clearing like hundreds of thousands of views for it to be worthwhile. There's one thing I was watching, like a long-term YouTuber, Joe Robinetti, like a Canadian outdoorsman, and he's very open about it. He's always talking about like his stats and things. And he was like a guy, like back in the old days of YouTube, he used to upload a video and get like hundreds of thousands of views because it was like different back then. Obviously the content's good and all the rest of it. And like he's quit his job because that's, you know, where he's going to get his income from and all the rest of it. And, you know, overnight the algorithm changed. It stopped showing videos to his subscribers. And now he's down to like 20,000 views like per video, which is, you know, if I was getting that, I'd be where is buzzing? But for him, like somebody who's actually trying to make a proper living off it, it's like devastating. I mean, he still does get some videos that does well, and he's got his legacy videos that still get views as well, just because of the past engagement. But yeah, it's kind of sad to see. I was watching another one, someone I'd never seen before, an artist, and she was complaining, rightly so, like her channel had died on its bum as well, get hundreds of thousands of views, and then all of a sudden YouTube stopped pushing her content. She tries to do anything slightly different from what she normally does, it doesn't push it at all. And for some reason it recommended her video to me. I'd never seen it before, only because that video was getting traction, because it was called like, I'm going to quit YouTube. And what was the other one? Oh yeah, another one I've seen as well, some things I've seen. It's like, you'll see, it's pretty clear when somebody's like doing some shindiggery with the stats, because you'll see like videos that have got like a lot of views but no engagement, and then that's usually a clear sign that someone's either, you know, paying for views or not. But then they kind of use that, people look and go, oh, it's got a lot of views, this, and I don't know, it's all this stuff, man. I wish I didn't know. How nice is this scenery? Loving it. I can't wait to head here. It's gonna be so good. Okay, why are we slowing down? Might need to tune that a little bit, I think. Tune the gears. Oh, it's got some good stuff coming up this weekend. I'm gonna go see a biking festival. I was going to do a video around it, but I kind of realised that it might not be kind of worth doing because it's too far away from actually kind of what I was just talking about. It's too different from cycling. YouTube don't like it. And I think, well, I don't know if I want to make a video if YouTube don't like it, you know. Yeah, the sun is shining, and I mentioned at the moment, so I'm heading out for a bike ride myself shortly. A bit cold, but I'll warm up when I get to the hills. You're a wealth of knowledge, Carl. I don't even know anybody who's watching, you know. Half the time I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. But yeah, the sun's perfectly fine today. Just I've got to head off somewhere today, and so I just thought I'll do a turbo training session. It's kind of the danger, isn't it? It is the danger. Whew. Yeah, God knows what you're referring to. I've just been waffling my head off. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Viking Festival. I'll be on right now. Get to watch a big Viking march through the centre of York. Loads of stalls where people making all their own little trinkets and things. I'm gonna bring my little one along. And we'll be reading in Beowulf at night for a bedtime story. He loves it because it's got monsters and Vikings in it. Oh, so that'd be good for him. So yeah, I thought I'd just do an inside ride. He's at like a little party at the minute. He's got a better social life than I have, that kid. And then we're off. Yeah, so if you're still on, where in the hills are you going? Where are you off to? It is a lovely clear day for it today. Definitely not talking to yourself. Right, definitely not good. Definitely not talking to yourself. And good to keep up the training while the weather's not been good. Yeah, I'm just trying to stay fit, you know, or get fit. I am looking forward to getting to some different places and doing some rides soon. Yeah, another thing that's put me off doing the bike ride in York as well is this kind of this weather. Because if I bring my bike over there, like, is it going to be icy on the roads and stuff, man? I don't like that. This is the slowest hill climb in the world. Beat me. What's that say? Like virtual partner. I've got to beat that guy. Must admit, I've been doing a bit of gym work and indoor cycling myself. Fair play to you. I joined the gym. I've not been for ages. I've not been for absolutely ages. It's weird because I'm pretty lucky because I should have like a lot of spare time, but I never seem to have it. Oh, is that my... I can hear my dog then. But yeah, it's so good gym work for you, like doing weights and things. Oh, my bum. I am actually, I am off to Hebden Bridge on Tuesday. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to do a ride. I'll be riding down the Rochdale Canal actually to get there, weather permitting. Not giving up too much of the exact location. I'll be doing the stretch between Rochdale and Hebden Bridge. I'm a man from Rochdale, so we'll be heading to Reservoir in Norden. Nice. Oh, it's beautiful up that way. So much great scenery and great riding up there as well. And this kind of weather as well, got those crisp blue skies. Be nice. Good trails. I was tempted to get up to Water Grove this morning, that was my plan. But just wasn't going to work out, wasn't prepared enough. And all my cycling gear's in the wash. All of it. Laundry day. How long we got left? 14k. Yeah, know exactly where you're going. Art. Yeah, cheers. There's a good route. 2 different ways to go. Yeah, that way. I like going up over kind of the moors as well, past the Summit Tunnel. Then you come down in Calderdale, don't you? That's a nice route. It's a bit more work though. I'll see how I'm feeling. And then you just got the lovely flat canal. Well, it might be time for a water refill. You can look at this nice little ice cream place. I'll leave the door slightly ajar for you to go. Let's go. Whoa, slippy hands, sweaty, slippy hands. Oh, that's a nice looking little pub. Ice cream place, that. Yeah, so another thing I filmed for one of my shorts. So I did a bit of research on like the windmills in Holland, man. And I'm gonna admit I didn't know this, but like a lot of the windmills, I just always thought they just had them because the place was so flat. I like them used them for making grain and thing. But they were actually built in the 16th and 17th centuries to pump all the water out of the Netherlands. They literally have like an Archimedes screw type thing underground, and they're funneling water out of lakes into the canals, back out to sea. So they were reclaiming land in the Netherlands, like back in the 16th, 17th century. Even in the 13th century, they were doing it with dams and things. But that's why the windmills are there. That's another crazy little factoid. Downhill. Not enough gears on this bike. I'm almost tempted to take this bike apart and just change it to a rear derailleur setup only. I'm tempted to do it. We'll see. It's going to be a job for the summer, that. I'll do it when I sand the whole frame down and everything. Paint it. Day. I think I'm going to miss this when my subscription runs out for this one. It's quite good actually. I should have done some. I wish I would have used it more with my free trial. I'm still going. Oh, he's backing out. Watch this guy here. He's pulling in. Yeah, grey was not a good choice today, man. Sweat's flowing. kind of like wonder if it's like a detox doing this kind of thing. You sweat it all out, like being in a sauna. I'll tell you one thing, I thought it's because like I'm getting old, like my joints and my fingers and my knees have been really aching lately. And last night I took some cod liver oil, some magnesium and vitamin D. I just took all the vitamins we had in the house, and today I woke up and there's like no pain there at all. It's just gone. I don't know whether it's a placebo effect or it's just about to go, because you can't possibly work that quickly. But I was looking online, it said once you get past all the results that say you're going to die, and then you get to the one that goes, it could be a vitamin deficiency. So I was like, right, take the multivitamins and see what happens. Feel good. Feel really good. So yeah, I might try and keep on top of that. Take the vitamins. Yeah, but it tells me this ain't realistic. The fact that I've just absolutely blasted past that guy with on his expensive bike with his crazy aerodynamic helmet on tells me that probably, even though I'm on one-to-one realism, it probably ain't. Because I can tell you what, in real life, I'd never blast past somebody like that. Ever. On an old mountain bike that's falling to pieces. Nah. Can't kid yourself, this is better than the real thing. And also as well, when I'm out, like sometimes I'm going up a hill, I feel like I'm physically going to be sick at the end of it. That doesn't happen to me on this. But it's better than doing nothing, which is what would have happened today. So I wonder if I've been on this too long, actually. I'm going to run out of time. So time's it? 10 o'clock, 10:15. It'll be all right. I've got like another 10k ish. Ooh. Damn seat, man. I think I am going to do the unthinkable, and I think I am going to get like a little gel cover for this, put it on it. Oh, here's a slip. Oh, hunger pangs, hunger's kicking in now. Ready for breakfast. Yeah, this is definitely. Oh, look, he's come off the road. That's weird. He came off the road. That's exactly what I'd do in real life if I saw a van coming down that fast. I'd get my ass off that road. So I wonder if this is tracking a real person then. I know it's clearly not a real person, but I wonder if this is a kind of motion track to a real cyclist or something. Once he pulled off over to that drive when he saw that van hammering it down. Oh, that gradient's just kicked in. Oh. Stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Oh, hit the wall. Got that sudden feeling I want to stop. I want to get off the bike. No food. I think I've just gone through all my energy reserves. Not had any breakfast this morning, so I'm doing this fasted. I'm feeling it now. It's weird when I start doing stuff like this because I lose weight I put weight on my face really quickly, and I lose weight from my face really quickly as well. And I can see, even though I've been doing this not for too long now, the weight has definitely come off my face a bit. Not come off anywhere else. It's come off my face. I just end up like a little pea head and a big body. Look like one of those lizard things off Super Mario from the 90s, the movie. More cornfields off to the left. Oh my god, I've hit the wall. Hit that wall. The wall has been hit. I don't think I'm going to be able to talk for a minute or two. Just need to get myself up this hill. Oh, come on, hill. Oh, well, where's that hill climbing stack gone? I think tell me how long I've got left. Oh, it hurts. I'm thinking out some stuff I'm going to check out in Ebden Bridge while I'm there. So, visit the bike shop there, and then I'll probably go have a look at look around the shops and things. There's always like a cool little market on an Ebden Bridge. I like to have a look around there every now and again. Could always go and do a little bit of the canal up towards ROUVY bridge. I like that stretch, it's nice and quiet, peaceful. Surface ain't too bad. Might check out that little, along the west head of the bridge, there's like a red door on the canal. It's just like a red door built into like all the shrubbery and stuff. And there's like an honesty box there, like marmalades and eggs and stuff there sometimes. Maybe I'll make sure I bring some money with me. One time I had lemon cake there as well. It looked so nice, lemon drizzle cake. That was in the summer. I didn't have any money, I was gutted. Looked good. I think all the boaters go down and get it all. Must be good having like a little convenience place there, man. Another thing I like looking as well, like on the canal, they have like these little honesty boxes, these little like book exchanges. These little boxes where people are putting books in and grabbing a new one and kind of swapping books between each other. I've never taken one because I feel like if I take something I should like put something there in its place. I'm a bit of a hoarder, I hoard all my books. Oh God, is it climb over yet, man? Yeah, I've dropped right down. I can't really complain, it's not that hard now. I'm not actually putting that much effort in. Oh God, I hope when I go to Flanders they give me an e-bike now. I'm gonna have my son on the back of the bike, so I have to do hills like this, man. Jeez. You know what, I've got a feeling the cycle route's going to be pretty well planned. I reckon there's going to be some, I think it's going to be pretty good. I think it's one of those things I reckon can be as challenged as you want to be. You can go for the Tour de Flanders route, or you can go for the nice flat cycle paths, because it's a pretty flat place, isn't it? Really, the Flanders, for the most part. I feel like this is the hill that they go up where everybody starts falling off in the Tour de Flanders, the Koppenberg, I don't know. Bum. Come on, we got to be near the top now. There's like a memorial at the top of every climb. There was some wicked fighting going on here in World War I though. I'm not surprised. I'm gonna guess it's another World War I memorial. I don't know, is this the same hill? It is the same. I think we've done the same hill twice. This is the same hill. That's the same memorial. Or is it? Oh, it could be that this is a different one. This is a different one. Oh my God, come on. Come on. Downhill. Give me the downhill. Oh, there we go. Oh, thank God for that. Right. Okay. That was the last big ride, last big climb of the ride, I think. Well, I know. Oh my God. Oh, look at him going. Some blood flow. Blood flow. There we go. Braking. Whoa. Oh my God, dude. Just fly out onto a main road. It's not real life, but it's still a little bit terrifying. You think 1 iota then? Blood. 30 kilometers an hour. A lovely looking little village. We're back to the same village again. I don't know if this is sort of nice little square shops. I love all the little kind of staggered rooftops. They're like steps. Nice little cafes to sit out on, cobble streets. Looks nice. Everything's so clean looking as well. It's all very clean. Whoa. Oh. Oh my God. Look at the state of that. There we go. Hard work right there. Good honest sweat. I never sweat this much when I'm out on my bike, for real. It's so warm in here. I can getting the fan out, really. No, it's a cycling place when they've got the little yellow guy on the bike. They had a lot of those when they did the Tour de France, when it came through near Hebden Bridge all those years ago, man. I went to watch that. It was awesome, man. It's weird watching as a spectator on the Tour de France. It's a weird experience because really you just sat there for a very long time just to see them fly by in like a split second. It's weird. I went up Blackstone Edge to watch it, and it was really cool they did that because they resurfaced all the roads up there as well. So they had like pure, pristine road for quite a while after it. It's all full of potholes again now, but it was so good. Yeah, there was people there who It was weird because like in the crowd, there's a lot of people there just for a good day, but there's people who'd gone there just to shout abuse at the people on bikes, which is a bit weird. I thought, imagine coming out of your way to. Whereas this woman's like had to move away from her because she was just shouting at him something like, "Oh, you all think you're so good? You think you're better than me?" The cyclists. It was weird. I thought that's insecurity on a new level, that isn't it? Like heading out somewhere just to and waiting for like an hour just to shout abuse. Why? Oh dear, some people, man. Make you laugh. It was a good day out though. We just sat on the grass banks. It was a sunny day. Brought some food with us, had some snacks. Walked back down. Nice. I think they had, if I remember rightly, I think they might even have like a little bus shuttling people up. I went and did a few rides up and down Hebden Bridge up to Blackstone Edge, just to have a go. All right, have a great day, Carl. I'm off. Cheers, man. Well, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your ride out in the real world. I'm sure you'll have a great time. Yeah, it was cool, man. It was really cool, that cabin crew. And there's like the Tour de Yorkshire. I'm sure that goes up through Haworth, doesn't it? Cycled up Haworth Street before, like people were cheering me on. Yeah, you go for it. Thank you. I am a legend. The recognition I deserve. Right, we have now another 5k to go, 6k to go. I'm going to treat this as the cool down. It'll take it really easy now. Yes, I ain't going to do more on top of this. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. Yeah, it's a nice little ride that actually. It's a bit more challenging than I thought it would be, to be fair. Not that says anything in my fitness levels, but you know. Good fun, man. Another hill. Yeah, cool down, remember cool down mode. Cool down mode. I'm just going to take it nice and easy and just bring it in, and then it's going to be fruit bowl, oats, raisins, Greek yogurt. That's like a perfect breakfast for me. I love that breakfast. A little bit of honey on it and maybe some cinnamon. Whoa, I have that whether I'm every day. I have that. Regardless, it doesn't matter whether I'm trying to be healthy or I'm trying to be unhealthy. I'll have that every day. I love it for breakfast because it just, I think it's tasty. Or chopped up banana in it as well. It's tasty, but it sets me up for the day. Don't get me wrong, I love a bacon butty every now and again, but I have a bacon sandwich and no matter how much I put in it, I'm always hungry. Like, an hour or two later after it, I have one of those bowls that sees me through. I do like a bacon butty, put a few hash browns in there, maybe some waffles, some ketchup. Ooh, size a pretty tasty breakfast, but I don't have it often because it never fills me up for long. Stand up. So yeah, I'm gonna get a cushion for this. I'm gonna get a gel seat for it. It's happening. I keep getting pins and needles, like in a place where I shouldn't be getting pins and needles, you know, man. And that cannot be good for you. That cannot be good for you. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna get a gel seat for this. Try and sit a bit further forward, sit on the actual bottom. No, you shouldn't sit like this on a bike, but I need to use some of the natural cushioning here, man. It's really getting me in the mood for the Flanders, this. I can't wait. I need to go and like get my operator ID sorted after this for the drone. Get that email sent back just to confirm. I was even going to do the pilot's test for over there. I mean, I don't think I need to do it because I've got the sub 249 gram drone. But I thought I'm just going to do it anyway. But I couldn't get logged in. I couldn't get logged into the portal. It just wouldn't let me. You know, I want it to be like doubly covered. Like in the UK, I don't know if it's it might be mandatory now to do that test. I did it anyway in the UK, did the test. Learned about, you know, flying near crowds and how close I can get to buildings. Restricted airspace, it's all pretty simple stuff, to be honest with you. But like the good thing about my drone is like I don't mess with it. I don't mess with it, so it's all geocached. So it doesn't, is that what you say? Geofenced. No, geofenced. So I can't inadvertently go too high or inadvertently fly in a no-fly zone. I just turn it on and it just basically, if I'm in an area that it's not meant to fly, I'll just go, you can't fly here. Which always happened to me once. I was in Blackpool actually. I turned the drone on, didn't realise how close I'd gotten to Blackpool. There's loads of aerodromes around there, so I was being really on my game, checking like where I could fly it. And I turned it on before even checking, because I don't turn the drone on, set it all up, and then I checked. But when I turned it on, it actually came up with takeoff not permitted. It wouldn't let me do it, which is really cool. But that's one of the things that's like some drone people, like the ones who know everything inside out about drones, and the drone enthusiasts, and literally they go out to fly a drone. The only reason they're out is to fly the drone. They're not riding, they're not doing anything else. And that's their hobby, which is fine. But they'll try and tell you to do stuff like, oh, what you should do is download this third-party software, install it on your drone. It lifts all the restrictions, but that means you can like get your drone to do more stuff, like it'll contract you dynamically and all the rest of it. So you'll get all these extra features. But like for me, I don't want that, because I don't want to get rid of that. I don't want to get rid of the geofencing. I want it to be as foolproof as possible, and nothing's 100% foolproof, and you shouldn't rely entirely on the drone to tell you what to do, what not to do. But I like having that safety barrier there, and also I like the fact that I know my drone's just going to work when I turn it on. It's not like, you know, there's been some sort of software drop that causes the third-party software to stop working or something. You know, then I have to spend hours troubleshooting the drone not taking off. I just need things to work, be simple, and that's what I want. And I also want to not be in trouble or get a nasty fine or upset people. I don't want to jinx myself, touch wood, but I've never had any problems with somebody coming up and challenging me about flying the drone ever. And you see it online all the time, like people get into confrontations about drone flights. Never had a problem. My drone's like literally up for like a few seconds. It's not like I'm constantly, I go to a beauty spot and then I'm whizzing my drone back and forth constantly, because I think that's what a lot of drone operators do as well. People are really into the drones. They'll head to one location for the day and then they'll just fly the drone back and forth, and they'll bring 12 batteries with them, and eventually people trying to enjoy the area get a little bit annoyed. The only reason I know is because I've experienced it myself, like when I've been in the Lake District and I've just been trying to you know, sit and have something to eat at the side of a lake, and someone's drone's just been whizzing past back and forth like non-stop continuously. I can see how it gets a bit annoying, and especially when you know about drones as well. This person's drone was over 200, and it was like one of the proper Mavic ones, the bigger ones. So he was flying it way too close to people. I knew he was breaking the rules, and it was super loud as well. And it got pretty annoying. So I can see how people get annoyed with it, but then again, some people just get annoyed when there's nothing to get annoyed over as well. Unfortunately. But yeah, never had a problem with it. But also, my drone's very discreet. It doesn't make a lot of noise either. But the birds, one of the reasons I picked it, that's like it hardly makes any noise. It's pretty good. Right, we'll cool it down, just take it easy, bringing this into the finish, and we'll be done. Really lovely houses, man. There's times you get like a warped sense of like what the world's like. When you go into all these like nice places, like the nicest place a country has, it's easy to start thinking everywhere in the world's nicer than where I live. Gives you like a warped perspective. I wonder what like the rest of the country looks like, but I won't be too shocked if it all is pretty good all over, to be honest with you. When I was in Austria, I was watching a news thing when I was waiting in the lobby, and there was like a news program on, and they'd gone to like this estate, and it's kind of like the news thing you'd never see it in the UK, where they're just walking around this like housing estate, just looking at all the graffiti and all the rubbish and all the stuff, but point it out, you know. Like they'd be outraged if somebody did that in the UK, but this Austrian TV program, they were quite happily going around looking at how dirty everything was. That was pretty much the entire news story, was that the people who live here aren't looking after it. It's kind of weird how the news is different all over the world. I think Australian news is wild. I love watching the Australian news clips on YouTube every now and again, where the guy's just like, this guy defended his house with a big kitchen knife. He saw a guy on his drink doorbell, he ran home and tried to stab him. Good on you, mate. He's like, good on you, mate, well done. Like in the UK, if you did that, you'd be arrested. In Australia, they put like just the way the news anchors as well, they're just like, they seem like more like normal people. Whereas in the UK, Like I don't feel like the news people are as relatable. I feel like the news people in Australia seem to be more relatable from what I've seen. Just like normal people. Like, good on you, mate. I hope you gave him a good wallet. Here we go. Right, yes. Finished. Right, that's me done. Thank you so much for watching. Let's look at my disgusting sweaty back. Ugh. Look at the state of that. You can't really tell because all the t-shirts the same colour now. There you go, that's the colour it used to be down here. That's the colour it is. Right, thank you very much for watching, if you watched, and I'll see you again